Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the South Alabama Jaguars, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Jaguars offense will take the first swing of the game. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got more.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Jaguars will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. So Auburn's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And
there he goes! Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They're going to ride this running back. Thrust that arm out. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Fires one high and deep. Snags it inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Toss sweep to the left. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Let's go! The toss sweep to the right. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. He'll keep it himself. off the defender.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Looking for a gap. It's Bullock. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. The give on the inside. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. The Jaguars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Running to Green. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. The Jaguars look to keep this drive humming. Caught in the backfield. It's Kitchens. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Davenport. He's going to run it. Kept it, and he's past the marker. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. And the Jaguars need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. That first punt was a beauty. Did take another one just like it. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too
Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it on the sideline. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And they did tack on the extra point. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Davenport. He's got it. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run play action. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And this dude knows how to get after quarterbacks. Last week he had 3 sacks. He gets his first today. I'll tell you what, you better know where he is before the ball snapped every single play.
Under fire. Makes the catch. No chance to run, but still a good game. The Jaguars decide to punt it away. Wants to return it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Toss sweep right. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on second down. He lofts one down the sideline. And that one's going to be batted away incomplete, and we have played one. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looking downfield, it's Davenport. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35. The Jaguars will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Trying to seal the edge on the right. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Caught over the middle, it's Coleman. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at it, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Oh, they're after him. Got it set up on the outside. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Tigers are on the move. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They are trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan. They are executing beautifully.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. They'll try to get outside. Look out, he's got room. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
One of the reasons I love this defense is because their DBs get involved, and they come screaming downfield. That's a pretty good athlete playing quarterback on that run, but because of the speed they have in their secondary, boy, they were able to get to him quickly.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Coleman. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Trying the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield, it's Davenport. Got a man, it's Woods.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He's going to take off. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires on the move. Catch in the middle, it's Woods. He's showing it all, the juice, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Makes the grab. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. Now the lead is down to 11.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Auburn offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. He wants to throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Off and running. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Auburn. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. And the returner will be dragged down. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Here's the handoff. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air, it's Davenport. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jordan-Hare.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Jaguars will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Powers through the defender. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Runs through the tackle. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
They'll give it to the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Looking for a man. It's Davenport. He's got him.
Man, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep, and these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got second and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got third and goal coming up, and if you want to go for it on fourth.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. Are forced to settle for 3. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Going right to work up top. Right through his hands. Incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Trying to set up the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. To the ground with the back. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. The Jaguars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They go to the ground. Oh, better look out. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. The Jaguars are marching down the field. Back to pass, it's Davenport. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UCLA is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we heard the first 8 clap today. They're up by 15 over New Mexico. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much.
I like the idea going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Cobb. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really...
He's loose. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Looking for space. It's Cobb. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down for Auburn.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Davenport. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. And the Jaguars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Going deep. Grabs it inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Defense in press coverage. He's looking to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, South Alabama. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The number one rule for any offense, gentlemen, protect your quarterback. When you do, good things happen.
And the number one rule for a defense is to affect the quarterback, or bad things happen to you. Didn't affect the quarterback. Too much time, too clean. You're supposed to frazzle them. You're supposed to find a way to make them feel uncomfortable so they don't have time, so they rush their thought process. That wasn't it.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Turning on the Jets. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll try the left side. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down, really easy.
The toss to the outside. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Toss to the outside. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. They'll go to the toss. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a two-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
They'll run the toss. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense, unstoppable. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He's got it on the run. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock, and it will be your friend. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on second down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll try to power it in. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock, and made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking for a man. It's Davenport. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.